Well, happy Monday, y'all. We done made it to Monday, and I'm so glad to have made it with you. Listen, we're getting ready to start. We're still in the anatomy of the family because we really want to heal the family. And in order for us to heal the family, we need to see where it started. And that is why we've been talking about dating well. I'm going to continue that today. But before I do, y'all know I need you to help me. Listen, they always take the stuff that's garbage, and they push it. People talking about the stupidest stuff I've ever heard, and they get millions of views. I need y'all to help me get the word out, all right? So start on the right side. Y'all know what I need you to do. Save it, share it, comment, like it, all right? Do all those things. And if you're not following me, make sure you're following me, okay? I need you to help me get the word out. Can't do it without you, all right? Let's get started because we got a lot to talk about. All right, number one, know your identity. I need you to know who you are and who you were created to be and not what other people want you to be, okay? I'm going to have to do a whole video on that because that in itself is powerful. Here's what I want to say. Know your purpose, know your passion, know your values. If you don't know those three things, you're not going to recognize a good person when they're in front of you. Not only that, if you don't know who you are and how you're changing with age and you're not looking according to the growth pattern, but you're looking for somebody who's in that moment, you'll probably end up divorced because you were going after what you wanted, but you didn't understand who you are and what you needed. Let's talk about that a little deeper. All right, number two, understand what you need versus what you want. All right, listen here. Wants are negotiable, needs non-negotiable, right? You need to understand what it is that you need as a person, whether you're a male or a woman. All right. You may say, I need intimacy. I need, to get busy, I'm sorry. I don't know if you can say those words on here, so I'm being careful what I say. And so if you don't know what it is that you need versus what you want, then you're not going to be able to handle it. I want a guy that's 6 foot and 6-pack and this, that, and strong like a horse and all this stuff. Okay. Then you get that and you're miserable because you didn't think about what you needed. You was just caught up on how fine he was. And there are some fine brothers that I'd be like, oh, Lord, can I get one of them? So know what you need. Because if you don't know what it is that you need somebody that's a communicator. As women, we want somebody that makes us feel safe. Not this kind of safe. That'd be nice if you could throw some hands. But emotionally safe. Can you communicate with me? Can you be patient with me? Do you support me? Do you have my values? So I think those are things that you really need to think about. Is it more important for them to, be dressed to the nine and a size 0? Or do you need somebody that can support you, that's going to love you, and do everything that you actually need and didn't know that you really needed because you were focused on what you want and you got the majority of what you wanted. There's just one or two things that was missing. And then you missed out on someone because you were more focused on what you wanted instead of what you needed. I said a mouthful. Better listen to this girl. 46 years trying to teach you something. All right, guys. Number 3, heal before you date. Do I need to say anything else? Listen, I always tell people if you get a divorce, do not date for 2 years. Go get you a counselor so you can get yourself untangled and tied in your mind. Because if you don't, you're going to be broke up again or divorced. Why? Or you may have a man that's patient enough to walk through it with you, but he's going to be exhausted when he get through. Why? Because you're going to drain the mess out of that man. So make sure, or woman, because there are men. I dated one. Great guy. He was gorgeous and everything, but he was just broken, and he would end up missing for weeks, and then, expected me to just come pick him up and that was too much. So make sure that you heal, because you want to enjoy your partner. My uncle said it to me like this. He said, Chanel, there's a difference between a mate and a ministry. One is there to enhance you and walk with you. The other one, you're going to have to pick up and drag the rest of the way. I said it. All right, guys, define your standard and boundaries. The more you heal, the more you're going to have boundaries. Now, boundaries are not there to, people always say, oh, the boundaries ain't walls you build to keep people out, kick people out is the ones you're stopping from coming in. I don't agree with that. I believe that you should have boundaries. Because there are people that will come in and love bomb you, and you drop your guard, and then you realize you got a barracuda. You did not get a person. So you want to make sure that you have your boundaries right. No, you're not coming over my house. Oh, no, we're not sleeping together. Oh, no. No, you don't need to meet my kids. No. Why? I need to protect those things. Those are things that need to be protected. That's what a boundary's for. It's setting parameters. All right. This, and this. Cool. But this thing over here, you can't get involved in that. Well, know why? Because, see, I am a person that is an investment. Here's what I mean by that. Your time is an investment. My time is an investment. So if I go and put something in a relationship, it's an investment. And if I don't have clear boundaries, you'll run over my boundaries, and I'll find myself in the same situation that I needed to be protected from in the first place. Your peace is expensive. It took you a long time to heal. Now those boundaries are there to make sure that you can stay healed in the whole person. And that if this person is a dud, you're able to fight that off and get it out of the way quicker. All right? All right, be clear about what dating means to you. Over the weekend, I posted a video, and I was asking people what is love and how to identify the right person and stuff like that. Let me tell you why. Because we're coming in today. Listen, you need to ask somebody, are you dating for fun? Are you dating for healing? Or are you dating for marriage? Because all three of these are categories. Dating for marriage means I see what I like. I see a future. People they laugh at me. They've called me a serial dater. Call me a serial dater. Want to know why? Because Chanel does not take the time to mess around. If I don't like you from the jump and I see you not the person, I move you right out of the way. I don't even, why? Because I don't want no soul tie. I don't want to be now connected and used to somebody that's terrible to me. So I make sure that I don't mess around. If I see that me and you ain't going to work, you get excommunicated right on up out my life immediately. You do not pass go, okay? You go straight right on to the left. To the left, to the left. Everything that you could have had may be in that little paper bag outside my door to the left, all right? I get them in and get them out, okay? Be clear on what dating means to you. And make sure that you ask them, do you want to be married? There's nothing wrong with asking a person if they want to be, she was asking about marriage. No, because I need to know what you're here for. If you don't want to be married, I need you to get on down the road because somebody else who is supposed to be with me going to be missed because I'm looking at you, okay? And so be clear on what you want. If you want to get married, cool. If you want to be healed, baby, I can recommend you to a therapist. There's a song that said, he heals me. He knows the real me, right? Okay, that's cool. But that's a song. I don't agree with that. I'm not coming to be with you. I'm a life coach. And you know how many men end up almost needing to lay on my couch or sit in the chair across from my desk and listen for me to help them? That's not what I'm trying to do because you'll be drained. And so you need to, or you just want some fun. There are some people that's in I just want fun stage of their life. That's cool for you. But if that's not what you want and they tell you we can go with the flow and that ain't where you at, keep it moving. Do you know how many men there are out here? Don't let this lie about, there's only like 1 man to 12 women. That it don't matter. Because what brothers don't know, it's the same for us. While you over there talking crazy, there's somebody else. Matter of fact, it's a few somebody else. Okay? Matter of fact, as Beyonce said, and right now he's on the way over here right now. Deuce, right? So don't play around with that. Know what you want. Know what your intentions are. When you know that, you'll start attracting the right people. So those are your 5 tips for today. But make sure, know yourself. That's the whole, if you don't get nothing else I say, I need you to know your identity. Because if you know who you are, your partner will be able to identify who you are. Because you won't be some, chameleon going from person to person, changing your hair, changing everything. Because you haven't been able to find your own identity. And that's going to be important, all right? Because that little frog you need to get rid of is not going to turn into a prince at all. Because when you're broken, you draw broken. But right now, we're trying to draw a heal, right? So make sure you get healed. All right, deuces, have a good Monday. Bye.